The Coinceras channel is pleased to have you back. Are you guys seeing a pattern of posts purporting to be from the IMF, the BIS, or some other well-known organization? The dollarization of $1 is also being discussed. CBDC's tokenization on the DLT blockchain. It appears that the dollar and fiat currency story is merely getting louder and louder to back up the CBDC and tokenization argument. That is not, however, my intention. Nonetheless, it is well known that CBDC projects are receiving significant attention from central banks. In addition to the fact that 93% of them are ready to launch a CDC, we did receive a statement from the Federal Reserve stating that they are not considering doing so. The executive orders issued in 2022 have already made that fact known. It has been known for some time that they have been making plans to establish a CDC and a CBDC simultaneously. Whatever the case may be, the International Monetary Fund is getting ready to announce a financial revolution that will bring an end to the dollar. This is fascinating. In addition to this is also being posted by the IMF at the same time that we are receiving. Russia has been actively promoting cryptocurrency settlements and trade for nearly 2 years, ever since they were sanctioned, and now the Bank of Russia has declared that it will promote the acceleration of Bitcoin adoption for international settlements. Consider how bizarre this storyline has become. For about 2 years now, they have been exerting tremendous pressure recently. On the other hand, we received this major update in addition to this, where we have this week's payments are set up, 3 days before. De-dollarization was today's hot topic as readers focused on how a Brics alternative to SWIFT could speed up the process. Now we can put this in context. The International Monetary Fund informed us in April that a financial revolution was imminent, and that the dollar would soon be obsolete. Announcing its intention to back the rapid adoption of cryptocurrency payments for international settlements, the Bank of Russia is a major player in the cryptocurrency industry. We also know that the Brics countries are currently considering developing a payment system that competes with SWIFT. Additionally, this year Brics has received applications from 40 new nations. And the Brics have just given us some major news. You won't believe what's happening. Right now, the European Union is under pressure to implement near instantaneous payments by the year's end, and they want to speed things up by pushing for new settlement methods. Additionally, the BIS continues to provide updates on the Internet DLT blockchain, stablecoin activities, and efforts to combine Ledger and CBDC. So much is happening behind the scenes, and the fact that most people are still asleep makes it all the more intriguing. According to the story, the US dollar is in grave danger and may soon be extinguished. The Brics countries are among the many that are actively promoting digitalization, distributed ledger technology DLT, and blockchain-based payment and settlement systems, and this trend is only expected to accelerate as more and more countries join in. Inside this, there was a fantastic piece by Robert Cunningham on X, and we have global decentralization, Brics momentum, XRP acceptance, gold supremacy, and de-dollarization. All of them will be moving at a rapid pace by the end of 2024. In this video, Dr. Jim Willie, a world-renowned analyst, thinker, and researcher with an impressive record of success, discusses the impending collapse of central banking, a system that has persisted for over a century and a half, and the emergence of decentralized payment systems, tokenization, and other innovations. We would do well to learn to embrace all of these things, or at least to adopt a multifaceted mindset that includes many decentralized solutions. The World Economic Forum, also known as the BIS Rothschild WTF, is, of course, a one-size-fits-all alternative to the previous, equally bad world of fiat currency, fractional reserve lending, and wealth redistribution. Considering XRP, Looking at what's going on with the old system at the moment suggests a new financial system is about to emerge. Furthermore, it is unequal. I should claim it's 100% confirmed, but at this stage it's only a hint. This is something I've mentioned before. Everyone who is still unaware that a new monetary system is about to emerge, despite the fact that every single significant organization is telling you the same thing, is completely missing the point. Digital currencies and distributed ledger technologies (DLTs) in this arena have been around for almost a decade, so we know they work. Designed specifically for use in financial applications. You're going to tell me that DeFi projects and tokenization missives won't be integrated, and that Ripple, a corporation with extensive connections, is simplifying the use of XRP. Hey Ledger, I thought this was going to have a huge impact on Ripple and XRP. That's absurd. Some people seem to think this is completely meaningless, and I hear it a lot. None of this matters. The fact that it is not impacting the price suggests that it currently has no meaning. Major price action also occurs in this way. Big pricing changes are on the horizon. The XRP ledgers demand defied demand, which is the catalyst for the impending price movement. And that is occurring at this very moment. So picture that combined with this. In terms of demand, it's a monster recipe. Instead of letting the Repo Act paint a subjective picture, we have here what could be the only impetus for nations to think about the advantages of digital currencies and maybe speed up their development and adoption. An act to enable the seizure of Russian sovereign assets immobilized in the US is proposed by the Repo Rebuilding Economic Prosperity and Opportunity for Ukrainians Act. The European Union has frozen assets held by the Russian Central Bank totaling nearly 300 billion, including these assets with an estimated value of around 5 billion. After Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022, the US gained Canada and Japan as allies. In the event that the bill is passed into law, the confiscated assets could be used to rebuild Ukraine. This Western action could have a knock-on effect on the world economy, leading some countries to consider creating their own digital currency out of a lack of faith in established banking systems. By the way, did you know that item that speeds things up so much it's going to be this? When things like these happen, it's hard to keep track of time because they can speed things up by a year or 3. You never know how quickly things can change. Well, that concludes our video. Like and subscribe as usual, and feel free to leave a comment with your opinions. Muchas gracias, depart.